Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the second episode of Trading with Grogu, and we're going to be going over the fixed range volume profile, what is the volume profile, and how to use it. This is a very useful tool that I use to make educated trades every day, so let's jump right in. What is volume? Volume is the amount of contracts exchanged, which can help us identify areas of interest or disinterest in the market. If you're not trading futures, if you're trading spot, then instead of contracts, it's actual coins or stocks, but in this case we're talking about future trading, so they're just contracts. Volume can be represented in two ways: with respect to time, which is typically done, you probably know about this already, or with price. We call representing volume with respect to price the volume profile. So let's take a look at both. Volume with respect to time looks like this. You've seen this. Each volume bar represents the volume within each candle. This is with respect to time. But today we're going to be talking about the volume profile, which is right here, and that instead of volume being represented on the x-axis, it's going to be represented on the y-axis. And you can see that each volume bar goes to each price point. Instead of time is now represented with price. So in the volume profile, what are those random lines? They are not random. They're very important. And we're going to be talking about them today. So here you can see the top blue line is called the value area high. The pink middle line is called the point of control, and the bottom blue line is called the value area low. So let's go over what they mean. The point of control, commonly abbreviated as a POC or the POC, as you'll hear me refer to it, is the price level where the most volume was traded. So this is the price we consider the fair price, and this is where the most interest is because most volume has been traded there. Now let's go over the value area. The value area is a range of prices where the most trading volume took place. Specifically, this is the range where 70% of the volume was traded. So we can come back to the diagram, and in this range between the value area high, the value area high and the value area low, 70% of the volume was traded there. And you can see in the settings, which we'll get to later, I'll show you how to set it up in TradingView. You see here that the value area volume is set to 70. So now let's get to value area high and value area low. Value area high is the highest row within the value area, represents the value area high, and the value area low, the lowest row within the value area, represents the value area low. You can just come back to the chart once again. You see the top and bottom of the value area. We refer to them as value area high and the value area low. So why do we care about these levels? These levels can tell us if an asset is being fairly valued, overvalued, or undervalued, but really these levels are most efficiently used as support and resistance levels. You can see in this diagram, once again, that we held the value area high as support, flipped it to resistance, then came down to the value area low, held it as support. The point of control is very close to value area low, but we did hold it as support and resistance on lower time frames, and we came back up to the value area high to hold it as resistance. So they're very good levels to trade off of. Let's go over one more thing that the volume profile shows us, which is low volume nodes. Low volume nodes are areas where there is a sudden drop in the volume profile. They are usually created as a result of either a breakout rally or a bounce, and can be indicative of an imbalance. We can expect price to come back to these levels at some point. So we can see in the diagram here, I took this from the Bitcoin chart, that Bitcoin broke this low. This was a range low, but we broke out of it. And once we broke out of it, we created a low volume node, and we're actually going back up to there right now. So how to set up the fixed range volume profile. Start by selecting the icon for the fixed range volume profile, which is right here. It looks like this in TradingView. Pull from the beginning of your range to the current price action. And the settings on the left are what I use. So I use these inputs. I use the row size of 1,000. I just like to see all the data. And volume area, area volume, I set to 70 to get that 70%. And you can see here on the chart, this is how I do it. I pull from the top of the range to where we are now. You can see this is a value area high, point of control, value area low. Here's a value area, and you can see all the low volume nodes as well. So hope you found this video useful. If you did find it useful and you want to see more of my videos and streams, just make sure to subscribe down below. We also have a Discord server, free to use, free to join, and there's a lot of good traders. So link in the description if you want to join that. Also, if you want 30% off all your Bybit fees, maker and taker, links in the description below. Use that link to make an account, and you get 30% off all of your fees, maker and taker. So I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thank you for watching.